Welcome back to the Reality Guys. I'm your host Brian, and today I'm talking Love Island Australia. This is a season 6 premiere. I am very excited. I covered this show by myself last season for season 5, and I really enjoyed it. I thought got a lot of feedback, a lot of engagement on the page, so I'm super happy to have it back. Looking forward to seeing all the comments. We are back in Spain. Sophie Monk is still the host, and I'm gonna title this one "Try Before You Buy" because they have a nice little twist. I thought maybe they'll bring it into the main series of UK or USA when they're before they do their initial recoupling. The Sophie lets the women kiss two of the guys beforehand to give it a little, like, just a little, maybe more friction. Maybe the guys can get hooked and the girls choose somebody else. I thought that was cool. I like that little twist. I know this is more heavily produced than the other two seasons because we're seeing, like, you see the preview for the season, they have like all weeks in advance because it's all pre-filmed. But we're not gonna have votes. That's the only thing I don't like about this version of the show is I can't participate in voting. They like I know the live voting, like how true is it, but it just feels fun to be a part of it and kind of be influencing being influential in some of the decision making, even if it's just a vote. But I'm happy it's back. I love the show. All right, so let's run through the women. We have 6 men, 6 women. Wait, we have 5 women each. 5 women each. We have bombshell coming in at the end. So women, we have Mimi, 25. She's from New Zealand. She is in Sydney currently. She wants a chalant man, is what she said. She doesn't want a nonchalant man. She wants a chalant man. Hannah, 24. She's from Melbourne. She's a nursing student. She has said she has angels looking out for her. Said like the angels helped her get on the show. She manifested being on the show. She likes to manifest. So let's see how tiring that gets by the end of the season. If that's gonna be repeated. She only said it in this portion, but we do have like 30 episodes, so we'll see how that goes. M26 wants an edgy, out of the box guy. Claims to have resting bitch face. She has a moment later in the episode where she's like a vegan and she's like a hard vegan. She's like, I won't cook meat for anybody, so we'll have to see how that turns out. Like she said, she can't even be with the dude that she needs to be with the dude that is a vegan. So she might be my first. I think she's gonna be the my right. I'm gonna say it right now. I think she's the first girl out. That's what I think. Xanthi 21. She's a property stylist, so I'm assuming she's just kind of like maybe like a some form of interior decoration levels of that. I don't know what that means. She likes costumes, so I think when she said that, I think she meant more for their job, like they have uniform. That's how I interpreted it. She says she has her wedding planned out already, so we'll have to see how that goes. If the standards are going to be high and expectations are high, so we will see. Alicia, 25. She's from Bris Brisbane. No, it's sorry, guys. She says she's very jealous and she likes bad boys. So we will see how that goes, especially with the jealousy factor with the bombshell coming in. Interesting to see how that turns out. Men, we have Indigo. Didn't catch his age. I don't know if he said it. He is been in a relationship. He was just got to have a relationship that was 6 years long. Claims to be a good guy. He's from the countryside of Australia. Seems okay. Nothing really to report. He didn't really have that much screen time. I think he was involved in the M vegan situation where he's like I like a good steak. Well, I don't know. It was just that was probably the weirdest interaction of the whole night. But he seems okay so far. Dylan, 25, he's from Ireland. He moved to Sydney. He says certified lover boy. Could hurt him, could not. He seemed okay to me. Thought he was fine. Kane 23, he is a chipper and a tradie. I had to look up what a chipper was. Apparently, this is a carpenter in Australia. He's never had a girlfriend. And he reminds me, I think the dude's last season was Trent. I think that was the guy that I couldn't stand last season. He gives me really big, just his look gives me like really hard Trent vibes from the previous season. And that's not a good thing. I did not like that dude at all. He was the worst. And I'm really hoping that is not the case this season. Nico 28, he is from Sydney. He says he likes feet. He was wearing socks and sandals on his initial meetup with the women, so I don't know how that's going to turn out. Uh, I think this dude's the first guy out. I really do. I don't know. I just nobody. We'll get to it when we get to the kissing part. Zane, 24, Gold Coast. He's a civil contractor. He's been single for 7 years. He really reminds me of the American that was on last season that came in late. He was the hot commodity in the kissing game. I think every girl kissed him except one. Of the initial guys, I would say that he was probably the main prize, and then Dylan from the girls, based off because the girls had a lot of control in the kissing, choosing who they kiss, and choosing who they pick originally. So that's why I think he was the hot commodity until the bombshell shows up. All right, so like I said in the top, Sophie's like, "Hey, we're gonna do something different this time. Girls are still gonna pick, but you can try before you buy. You can kiss one. You can kiss one. You can kiss two of the boys before you go in." And Zayn was kissed by everybody but Alicia, and Dylan was kissed by Mimi, and Alicia. Indigo was only kissed by Hannah. Kane was only kissed by Xanthi. Xanthi claims that he's the hottest guy in the villa. I'm not seeing that at all. Not seeing that at all. But that's dude. That's just my opinion. I'd like to know what other people think. I wasn't seeing it. And then Nico was only kissed by Alicia. So yeah, I think that at that point, Zayn, when we get to the matchup ceremony too, here, where and they're kind of taking something here from Love Island USA, which I kind of like. And I think they do it on UK too. I just watch so much Love Island lately. I can't, it's all blending together. But so you're gonna go up. The guys are gonna be standing there, and you're gonna go stand next to them. They call it the heart, but pretty much you're gonna stand beside them. Nico and Indigo had nobody stand next to him. Dylan had Alicia, so that automatically locks them up. Kane had Xanthi, that automatically locks them up. And then Zayn had Mimi, Hannah, and M, and he chooses to couple up with Mimi. So then Hannah and M go to the bench. Hannah, I think in her confessional was saying like she really liked Zayn at that time. At the time, then 20 minutes later, she might be thinking something differently. But Hannah chooses Nico and M chooses Indigo. So our couples are Xanthi and Kane, Alicia and Dylan, Mimi and Zayn, Hannah and Nico, M and Indigo. So again, first it's the first true matchup ceremony. So what does it really mean? So like we'll really get an idea of what's going on when we get to the first dumping and recoupling. So I already talked about the vegan point. I thought that was just like this really strange interaction. I do enjoy seeing some of these funny conversations and like seeing how they go. Look, you can do whatever you want. I think Indigo is pretty good. Like, hey, if you want to be a vegan, you can be a vegan, but you can't be like hard. Like, she's like, I can't have anybody in life. She lives in like kind of like a vegan bubble. It sounds like. They play a little bit of spin the bottle, and they get a text that there's bombshell coming in, and all the girls go to the fire pit. They're all excited. We meet Taylor, 28 from Melbourne. He's a stevedore, and they said that works at like a wharf on ships. The girls are drooling. I think he's a good looking dude. He's 20. He's one of the older guys. So he's the same age as Nico. I don't know what Indigo's age is, but I mean he would technically be tied for the oldest guy there. And then he also has the choice to kiss two girls. He kisses Alicia and Hannah. So I'm wondering if there's going to be a little clash there between them because Alicia said she's very jealous. Hannah was really into Zayn, didn't get Zayn. Now maybe she wants him because I, I think she's playing up her and Nico had a conversation about CPR, but I just am not buying it. I don't think that. I think she's just playing, not playing him, but I think she's just doing what she needs to do to stick around, which is not totally surprising. But I think Nico's the first guy going for sure, especially with Taylor coming in. I think it's going to be it's either yeah. I think Indigo could bounce to one of the other people, but I think Nico's going for sure. Yeah, so we'll see. I'm super excited. If you're looking for a way to watch this as a U.S. resident, you can. I have a VPN, so I can watch it. It airs, I think, 3 a.m. in USA on the day that day over there, 3 a.m. for us here. So it and you can check out Daily Motion. I always try to I'll probably put somebody will ask in the comments, but Daily Motion is pretty good for watching Love Island stuff. Just might have to wait a little bit, but if you're watching the USA, you're not really going to be up at 3 a.m. So sure, it will probably be on there by the time you wake up mid morning, mid afternoon. You can definitely check it out. So appreciate everyone for watching. Let me know what you think of the Islanders. What do you think of the couples? What do you think of potential matchups? Who do you think the first one's out? Like who you like and who you not liking? Drop it in the comments. I will be back tomorrow. I'm going to do my best to do this daily. Um, Obviously, some days I'm working from home, some days I'm not. So it's going to be a lot different when I got to work in the office. These episodes might come out a little later in the day, but I promise I will get these out as often as I possibly can because this is a great show. So thank you all for watching. I'll talk to you tomorrow for episode 2. See you.